Alright YouTube, we're back at it again here tonight. Did very little off camera this time around. I just cleaned up these areas in here so I can weld them in possibly here later tonight. Don't know, but anyway, what we're going to do hopefully now is take this piece of 1/2-inch steel plate that I found in the corner of my shop. It's been laying in here for quite some time and I think I finally have a use for it. We're going to cut like 6 of these things out, or 6 pieces out of this, 6 rectangles, and make something very similar to this without these side pieces, of course. But we're going to make something just like this out of the 1/2-inch plate for the upper support. So they're going to get permanently welded across there. Maybe not right there, maybe up high or whatever. I'll figure that out when we get there. But we're going to use the CNC plasma for that, and I'm going to head out the road and do that right now, hopefully. So several minutes for me, seconds for you. And there they are. These were not fun. I mean, the plasma cutter buzzed them right out without a problem, but cleaning up the slag on them, and you know, the edges aren't perfectly, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but they're not perfectly square, so it's going to take a lot of grinding to get them all, you know, flat across the top and bottom. And of course these edges are beveled a little wee bit too, different angles here and there, but didn't have the settings dialed in perfect. That's the first time I cut 1/2-inch on that machine, but anyway, they are cut. The worst of it's cut out, so we just need to grind them down, make them fit. I actually did cut them a little shorter than the 9 inches that I need for in here, but they still don't fit quite perfect because they're beveled. So got to grind them up, make them a little square and a little more square, and they should fit right in. And I also need to bevel these for welding, which, you know, I'm just going to put I only got one hand to work with right now, but I'm going to bevel these corners that way and this way, so these come to a point, top and bottom. That way I can get really good strong welds down in between each one of these. I want these to pretty much become one solid chunk of steel. I mean, it's not going to be completely solid because they're, what I make them, 2.5 inches this way. So, but if I get a good bevel on them, get them welded good, we should be just fine there. And then of course I got to bevel these edges to weld them onto the tubes then. And I believe that will be plenty strong. Still, all that crap needs welded. I very well may take a piece of this U-channel stuff. This stuff right here. I do plan on going across the bottom with this. Across the bottom this way. And then I'm going to use these pipes. These don't need to be super strong, that's why I'm using pipe. I'm just going to put them on the sides for legs. Obviously down flat, but you get the idea. That piece across the bottom should help strengthen it quite a bit by itself. Probably going to do the same thing at the top as far as the U-channel, go across the top of some U-channel. I think once we get all that stuff on there, it should be pretty beefy. So probably not going to record too much of this grinding, and maybe not even much of the welding, because you know, if you've seen somebody weld once, you've seen it a million times. So it makes a fairly boring video. I guess that's it for now. Stay tuned for the next part, where hopefully this is part of that. The legs are possibly on. We'll see. Till next time. Alright guys, through the magic of video editing and just the lack of recording some of it, here's where we're at. Pretty much done. A couple odds and ends I got to do. Quick coat of spray paint. You can see there I did run it up and down. There's no binding, so that's good. The jack is not held in place with anything. I got to do that. And these die plates, right now that's the only two I have, but this one, well, it's sticking to the paint, but there's nothing to prevent it from sliding in and out. This top one does have a stop from going back, but there's no stop from going forward. What I want to do is make the bottom one adjustable so it lines up with the top one perfectly. But that's, like I say, that's not done yet, but we're getting there. So I also don't have a quick release, you know, like a little T-handle or something for my jack release there. So got to do that. But we are to the point where we can test it. So that's what we're going to do. And before we throw some hot steel or anything hard in it, I think we're going to use some wood and see what it does to that. So let me throw this back on a tripod and find something to crush. Alright, here's the little old piece of 2x4. Safety squints on, because I don't know what to expect out of this thing. There's a knot right there. Oh well, see what it does. Actually, let's see if this. I want to see if the dies are lined up at all. They're close. They can move towards the camera just a smidge. It's actually pretty close. Let's see if it goes down smooth again. Yep, bound up. The paint makes it sticky. It's going. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's slowly going down. That'll quit doing that as soon as this paint is not even completely dry yet. It's still tacky, so it's preventing it from sliding smooth, but that'll wear off. She's crunching. Wow. It's hopefully you can hear that in the camera. It's like creaking and cracking or splintering. You can hear it doing stuff. All right, let's release that. Oops. So close. There we go. Make sure I have it tight. See what it does that direction. I mean, it's still going and it's not showing any signs of stress or anything. Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. So it crushes wood. Let's get the forge fired up. All right, guys, piece is pretty much red hot, so we're gonna see what we can do. It's gonna be a pain in the butt without, someone here to help me until I get the quick release and stuff hooked up, or a foot pedal or something extra. But with only 2 hands, it's gonna be a little tricky, but it's basically for testing purposes, so we'll see what happens. And our dies are not lined up. should be hot enough. Oh yeah. Oh my. That is very effective. Focus. I don't know if it'll focus that close. Yep. Come on, drop down. We're going to heat up the other end of that piece of round stock and give it one good press, see how much it squishes it, show that on the video, and pretty much conclude testing at that point because it works. It just needs some odds and ends finished up, and yeah, I think it'll be a very, very helpful tool. So once this thing heats up, we'll give it a squish, take a look, then I'll finish it up. Alright, here we go. That's amazing. Wow. I'm going to cool this off, brush it off, and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, here's what we got out of that final squish. There we go. That's one squish. There's the other end. There we go. I'd say it's a success. Just got to get the odds and ends finished up on it to make it more user-friendly because it's kind of clunky, to say the least. We'll call it clunky. Take this off the tripod here. Yeah. I don't know that I actually have to fasten the jack. It seems to be just fine. It's not bouncing around or anything, but you can see that's not even down right now. This thing, it worked fine before I painted it, but that paint is still sticky and it's sticking to the sides, so that'll free up with use, and or if I wipe the paint back off with brake cleaner or something, if it irritates me that much. But anyway, I'd call this project a success. I may make another part to this series once this thing is completely finished, if it is ever indeed completely finished, because usually these projects are never completely finished, but it's going to be pretty darn useful. So anyway, please like the videos, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. I just put this stuff out there for the sake of putting it out there, so if you appreciate it, give me a thumbs up. And until next time, see ya.
You cannot seem to get to me. I am back with a stolen